Parents, this is Mr. Hafner with an update. So, I'm letting you know what's going on for tomorrow. Parents, please keep your junior high and high school unvaccinated students home. What we're trying to do is stop a COVID situation from further developing here at Gresham School. And if you do that, I'm hoping to buy us time where we don't have to do it again. I'm hoping we buy 5, 6 a semester, the rest of the year. I don't know. But I'd really like to have this happen and see if it works. We give up 4 or 5 days of in-person, and we end up buying the rest of the semester or the year. But again, I can't promise you that either. So, keep your unvaccinated students home. And we are mask recommended right now. We're mask recommended. Okay? So for elementary, what does that mean? Buses are going to run as normal. And remember, you still have to wear your mask on the bus, all students, not just elementary. All the students are supposed to be wearing masks on the bus because that's a federal mandate. And the students will come into school just like normal, go in the gym, and at 7:45 they get pulled out, go to classes, and we're going to start serving breakfast and lunch in the classrooms for the elementary again. Okay? Parents, I know I was letting you go and take kids, into the gym or down to their classrooms, but I'm not going to do that for a couple of days. I'll reevaluate on September 20th, 21st, and let you know if you can do it again or not. But at the moment, I'm not going to let you do that either. Okay? For junior high school, I sent you all a bell schedule just a few minutes ago. So you all have a bell schedule so you know when your classes meet. You are expected to be in your classes, whether you're virtual or here in person. Okay? Remember, Google Meets are what's required. You're going to be attending every hour. You're going to have your camera on so the teachers can see you every hour. And for study halls, you're going to check in and see what they have for you to do, and then you might be able to leave. For ninth hour, the same thing holds true. You're going to check in, see what they have to do or any announcements that you may have to have, and then off you go if the teachers release you. All right? You need to pay attention to your Google Classroom for your assignments and announcements and emails for homework. And that's your way to communicate with the teachers if you're all virtual right now. Shoot them an email and they'll get back to you. They might even set up an individual Google Meet with you during their prep or during a study hall. So you still have the ability to ask questions in class through the Google Meet, through the virtual option. So there you go. For students here in school, we're going to do a grab-and-go breakfast for the junior high school. You're going to go right to first hour and you'll eat your meal in first hour. For lunch, we're going to start using the new cafeteria. And if we start to fill up more than we like, the lunch supervisors are going to use the back gym as overflow. Okay? So we're going to be able to spread some people out. As far as in-person goes, limit the passes, limit the availability of students to move around the school because I'm trying to stop a COVID situation. Okay? And students, do your best to stay caught up. Do as much of the homework as you can. I used to tell my students when they were gone, hey, if I assign 25 problems, do as many of them as you can. If you got 20 done, then you only need my help for 5. Versus, oh, I can't do number 1, and you end up having 25 for me to help, and you end up staying longer. So do as much of the homework as you can by yourself, and then the teachers will take the questions. Okay? And you can ask the questions probably during the Google Meet or during work time. All right? But don't worry, we'll get you caught up. It's 4 or 5 days right now. I don't want it to become something bigger. I don't want it to become a week, 2 weeks, 5 weeks. That's why we're doing this right now, is to hopefully stop the COVID situation. Now, I want to address the students just a second. We're doing this not so that you can have fun and roam all over the building and all over the town. Please try to stay home. I know I'm asking a lot. You're going to go to work. I wished you wouldn't, because you can pick up the COVID situation there too. But I'm trying to limit what happens, and we can start the school day clean again on September 21st, where we should have had everybody have enough time to have it work through the system, show their symptoms, etc., and then we should be able to start new. But it'll only work if people try to help me out with it. Now, I've also been asked about athletics. Well, for athletics, I told Mr. Zolbeck that we're canceled for this week. Okay? No athletics whatsoever all week. Now, As far as games go, that's what I mean. So the games are not happening, etc. What we need to do, though, is Mr. Zolbeck's rescheduling them and working very hard doing that so we don't lose any games, and he's doing a good job of that so far. I got asked, hey, if the vaccinated student is here and they're one of my athletes, can we practice? I said, that's up to you. If there's one athlete and you want to spend the 2 hours of your coaching time with them, please do. I said it might help them in the long run. But I'm leaving that up to the coaches to decide for the vaccinated people that are here. But again, keep in mind, on Tuesday, September 21st, if you had a game scheduled, you still have a game scheduled. We're just closing everything down, or I shouldn't say closing down. We're canceling games through the 20th. Okay, so 21st we have games. Again, I'm asking for your understanding. Help us to see if we can stop what's going on right now so it doesn't get much bigger. Or any bigger would be great for me. I've lost a lot of sleep the last couple of days. And I really don't need to lose any more. So again, have a great night, Wildcats. Let's have a great next 4 or 5 days. And we'll reevaluate and see where we're at. But the cool thing is I want to be back to 5 days. In elementary, you're back at 5 days. Have a good night.